Hi all, it's Rach from Spiritual and Angelic Guidance. I'm here to do a reading for Leo. Now this will be for the month of April 2022. If you've seen my readings before, welcome back. Thanks for the support. If you haven't, welcome to my channel. I hope it resonates. If it does, please don't forget to share, like and subscribe. And don't forget it's a general reading, so it's not going to suit every single person out there. So take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Time can be fluid, energy can be vice versa. Keep that in mind. Okay, what's going on with you, Leo? Interesting. I feel like this is how Aries started out as well. You're not optimistic. Okay, so there's something that you want in your future, you want to have, right? So, for example, some of you may want a partner, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever. And you know what you want, but at the same time, you're like, yeah, I really don't think I'm actually going to get what I want. I might just raise this up a little bit. Yeah, like, I just feel like you're not really very optimistic that you are going to get what it is you want for your life. But the problem is, it is going to happen, and you don't want to give up and quit right before it actually occurs, because obviously then you won't get what you want. And therefore you're not, because you're putting out negativity, you're not being optimistic, you're not manifesting what it is you actually want. You're not, I mean, you've got to focus on the positive and raise your vibration. You can't be negative. You can't sit there and be all like, it's never going to happen, and then at the same time be sitting there hoping that it's going to happen. But you don't believe it's going to, so why would it? You know what I'm saying? Like, you really need to kind of put out to the universe what it is you want, and then really stay optimistic and put out to the universe the belief that you, and the faith, it's like for people that are religious, you put out to God when you make prayers and things about what it is that you want for your life. And you know, if you walked away, I mean, you've got to have faith that, I mean, none of us know for a fact that, you know, there is a God, right? But people have faith that there is. It's like, and I'm not trying to offend anyone, you know, your belief is your belief, right? But it's just an example. Some people don't believe there is a God, and how can they be expecting and making and saying prayers and saying, you know, I'd really like a new love, or I would love to have a love in my life, my person, whatever this is, but then at the same time being all negative and doubting that it's ever going to happen, and you know, it's not going to bring you what you want then, is it? Because God's like, well, if you know, if you're in this God example, God's going to be like, well, you have no faith that it's actually going to happen. You know, you're asking for it to, but you're not actually believing that it's going to. And the same with the universe. If you're putting out to the universe that you want this love of your life, but then you're being not optimistic, you're being really negative and saying, oh, it's never going to happen for me, and whatever, blah, 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 you're not going to get what you want. You really need to kind of maybe do some meditating, like spend some time alone in nature, maybe do some contemplation and meditate about what it is you actually want. Yeah. So that's the first thing. Stay optimistic and work on manifesting what it is you do want. So ask the universe, ask God, and then believe. Funny, that card came out for Aries as well. I feel like maybe the fire signs are going through some changes. You're all kind of going through the same kind of things. You're doubting, but whatever changes you're going through are positive. Like, they're going to end positive, and they are a positive. Like, you know, no matter what you're going through, if you're in a relationship and you're miserable and, you know, something happens and that relationship's over, it's a positive change because you're not happy anyway. And maybe then someone better is going to come along. Can you see what I'm saying? So, yeah, I feel like, you know, when we're talking about staying optimistic, exercise, I'm not personally these days much of an exerciser. I used to be. I used to play netball. I was very, very fit. Not so much as an adult. You know, just life gets busy and, you know, we're getting old and our bodies don't want to, for some of us, don't want to play the game anymore. So, but maybe even just walking, you know, like it can help make you feel better. Like, what is it that exercise gives you? It does something good for you anyway. Like, it puts through your body all these happy hormones. And so, yeah, maybe it will also give you energy, but it does make you happy. So maybe even if you just like walk, swim, run, whatever it is, just something to actually, you know, get some exercise can help. Also, maybe doing something creative. Maybe you feel like you're not very creative, or you are creative but you're not really doing anything about it. So maybe you look into drawing or painting, you know, something creative. Yeah, maybe, you know, anything that you enjoy. I think this is pretty much what it's getting to, is do something to keep you optimistic. Do things that you enjoy doing. Part of manifesting is to imagine that it's actually happening. And I don't feel like you do this, but, you know, it's, I guess if you sit there meditating or you sit there in that contemplation time, it's like you sit there and you focus on, you know, what it is you actually want, and picture, you know, like, or imagine, what would you see? What would you feel? You know, how does that make you feel going, you know, seeing what you're seeing? You know, what would you think? What would you, like, if everything came true for you, how would you feel about that? What would you see, feel, you know, do? It's just imagining. And as I said, that helps with manifesting what it is you want. So I feel like there's still the two main subjects that are here for you are to stay optimistic and work on manifesting, because I just feel like you can make a change and the change will be positive. I love cards. I love how they all kind of relate to each other and just sort of help get some more information. Nature. I mean, we were just talking about walking, running, whatever. Maybe you need to just go and spend some time in nature, because that rejuvenates you. It grounds you, you know, and I mean, maybe it just raises your vibration. Maybe it's something you enjoy doing. I mean, it always makes you feel good, especially, I know when I used to walk my dog when she was alive, and, you know, we'd walk out and it was the weather where it was like not raining, but chilly, but not cold. And it was just like, sort of like a winter's morning, and it was nice. And I mean, I'm not a cold person. I don't really like the cold, but it wasn't cold. It was just cool. And you could smell, like, some people had wood fires going, and oh, I loved it. And we used to just walk and it felt so nice. And you know, just, I don't know, it just made me feel like my morning started out great. Yeah, I really enjoyed that. And, you know, maybe that's something that you can do. But stop trying to control everything. Just go with the flow. Like, I feel like with the easy does it, it just says stop trying so hard, because doors will open for you. Things will happen for you. You just have to stop trying to control it and make it happen. You've also got flower power. Spend time with flowers and flower essences to increase your personal healing power. And when we said connect to nature, and we also talked about staying optimistic and doing something creative, I mean, maybe there's something in that for you. Maybe look into, if you've got an interest in doing something with flowers or flower essences, or, you know, something like that, aromatherapy, or, you know, whatever this is for you, whatever it is that you enjoy, or maybe you've got an interest in, or maybe you want to look more into. But things are going to happen when they're meant to. It's like goodbye to the old, hello to the new. And it says an even better part is beginning, but it's all going to happen in divine timing. And look what's underneath. Get some exercise, and you've also got love life. So, you know, it's like get some exercise, because as your body comes stronger, you begin to feel stronger in all ways. And also your romantic life is changing for the better. Now, straight away, I had a thought in my head where maybe you're going to possibly meet somebody while you're exercising. Maybe you're walking down the road and hello. Or maybe you go to a gym, and, you know, as much as it's nice to be in nature, I don't know, whatever suits you, right? But maybe there's something in that for somebody. Doesn't have to be everyone. But yeah, just know that, I mean, regardless, you've got 2 exercise cards. Like, exercise, I feel like, is important for you. There's going to be something creative that you do. Maybe that involves nature. Maybe that involves flowers, essences, aromatherapy, whatever this is for you. So I feel like you've got a lot of good information, and we've already gone through 12 minutes. I better get this reading moving. Okay, let's do some tarot. Okay, tell me about Leo. Okay, what do I need? One more. Right. You doubt your intuition. And also, as I said, you have poor imagination. You kind of have no desires. You know, I just feel like there's, as I said, there's something creative, and it's because upright, the page is all about you possibly having, you know, creative ideas, right? And I just, once again, I feel like there's something that you're not doing that maybe you could do, that would, you know, you would enjoy, that might benefit your life. But do trust your intuition regardless of anything else. Also, really just kind of focus on what you want right now as well. Be a bit more selfish, because I feel like whatever you're going through, and as I said, with these maybe the flower power or the exercise, things to raise your vibration. The reason you're not optimistic is because you're feeling so down. You know, you think with the sun in reverse, you don't feel optimistic at all. And it pretty much says exactly what that card says. Stay optimistic. You're not. You're not optimistic. There could have been a third party involved. But as I said, gossip also. But trust your intuition. Pretty much all the same information. Okay, so, but it's time, I feel like now, even though you've been through all of this stuff, right, and you don't feel optimistic, there's going to be something that's going to happen, and I feel like these changes are coming, and they're going to be a very happy change for you. It's like the wheels turned, you've had a lot of bad luck, but now good's going to start happening because you're breaking cycles. So once you break cycles, you can make changes, and then, you know, the wheel's always turning, and it's turning to good luck. It's turning to something that's going to, you know, a place where it's going to give you good fortune, good luck. You know, it's about karma. But you're going to start having some real and joyful changes in your life. So events are going to begin to move forward. Progress will be possible. You know, you may need to make some sort of rapid decisions. But be confident and trust. As I said, work on manifesting, and it all comes back to trust and have faith, like I've just been saying. But you're seeing things now from a very different perspective. You know, these things in your past didn't turn out because you've realized because they're not meant to. They're not for you, you know. But take some time for yourself, and, you know, let these situations go. I feel like embrace whatever, you know, your uniqueness is. Yeah, picture your life, as I said, for what it is. Like, imagine. It's all about imagining what it is you want for your future, and envision those amazing possibilities. But you definitely had to make some sort of decision and move forward, because where you've been, you haven't been moving forward, which is why now you're seeing things clearly. So now you can make the changes so you don't keep repeating the pattern. Yeah, but there was definite choices for you to make. Listen to yourself. Listen to that inner voice. You know, I feel like you know what you need to do, though. Can you tell me more about all this situation? You could have had like just a lost opportunity. You really didn't have a plan, maybe, for your life either. Yeah, Tower moment. Oh, Devil card. Like, I feel like you have been through a past where there's been addictions, or someone's been obsessed. Could have been a Capricorn as well, or a hero. You've also got the Hierophant, so it could be in Taurus, by the way. Yeah. But yeah, I just feel like, you know, with this devil energy, it's like somebody may have bad habits, or you have a lot of unhealthy relationships, you know, and there could have been a lot of fear and anxiety and lies and doubt and temptation and, you know, greed, all of those things, or any of them. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just a negative place, negative person, negative place, whatever this is for you. Now, you've been trying with the Tower to avert a disaster. You know, I feel like you want to hold on to these people because you fear the change. But you've got to do some work on you because changes are going to start happening. And maybe the changes are exercise. Maybe the changes are, becoming more optimistic, work on manifesting. But there definitely needs to be some work done on you. Now, I feel like it's now a time of great spiritual growth for you, though. You need to really surround yourself with people that love you, people that share your beliefs, your family, your friends, like people that are there for you. And if you need help, ask, but also be willing to accept the help that they're offering. And it talks about, you may want to try new ideas. Now, as I said, creative ideas, exercise, flower power, like connect to nature. It's all kind of like in these these cards are all these cards that I've just done. But if you're trying to be, or you are going to be, not so much try, you are going to be optimistic. You are going to see the situation for, your past for what it is. You are needing to also, part of the change is to have people in your life that are positive. Because if you have negative, it's not going to help you be positive. You can't be around negative and keep on being positive. It just makes you in the end be very negative. You take on that. It's like, have you ever noticed you're around someone who swears a lot? You'll probably start swearing too. You know what I'm saying? It's, not for everyone, obviously, but just watch who you're around. Watch the energy you're around, because you want to raise the vibration. You want to raise and bring into your life what it is you want. I feel like for now, if there is people in your life, dating wise, or the situations that you're not moving forward from, these devil kind of energy people, I feel like they're not going to give you, really anything. I feel like these people could be hustling you, but I feel like so you can get rid of these people, you may need to work on your self-worth. Because maybe you're holding on to these people because you don't think you're going to get better, or you don't think you're going to get anything else. You know what I'm saying? So really, you've got to raise your vibration and yeah. It's better than staying in your comfort zone, because staying in your comfort zone is not going to get you something better. Yeah. You can't see past where you're at. And then that, if you stay in this situation, it will just delay you getting what you want. It will also, like, you can't actually see, I guess, anything more than where you are. If you're in this negative place, all you can see is that you're in a negative place, and it's like the hole is getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and you're being swallowed in this hole. You can't see that, you are going to end up meeting this love of your life, or whatever it is for you. So really, it's all about staying optimistic and having faith and manifesting what you want, like I said. And sometimes you got to step out of your comfort zone. Can you tell me more about this? Yeah, look, see, you've got to take back your own power and also have the inner strength. Like, this is about you doubting yourself. It could be a Leo or a Sagittarius. But it's about having patience. It's about you can only control you. You can't control another person. And this keeps coming up with so many things at the moment. You can only control how you respond. You can only control what you do. You can't control another person. So really, I guess, have patience, have some self-control, get some wisdom, let something go. I feel like you definitely need to let something go, but it's about having patience. And you're releasing the pain. I feel like you've had your heart broken a lot over and over and over, or in a huge way for some people. But you need to release that. Become more positive. Like I said, work on being optimistic. You need to be optimistic. The negative self-talk ain't helping anything. It ain't helping you. It ain't helping your situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, things need to change. And if you're in this negative down place, exercise and doing all these other things can help you, like I said. And really, you just feel exhausted. You feel like you're stuck. You feel like you're burnt out. So take the time to kind of rest and recoup and, all that stuff. When you make these happy changes and you break the cycle and you start, things are going to start changing for you. As I said, you are going to end up having situations that are going to give you what you want with the 10 of Pentacles. Like, the 10 of Pentacles is like happy family. It's probably the best card because you get the happy family life, but you also get the financial success, the security, the stable family life, like everything. It's all about you getting blessings. And as I said, you make the change, good things start happening, which is exactly what I said up here. So keep optimistic, stay optimistic, work on manifesting this. And, just know that peaceful times are definitely on the horizon. Those storms that you've had in the past, they're over, and the stress in your life will begin to fade away. So you'll be able to have happier times. Yeah, this is like moving on and leaving the baggage behind, like releasing the baggage, moving to a better situation. You're moving away. And even though, as I said, even though you want to stay in this comfort zone, I feel like you're not going to do that, because you've got to make a change. And yeah, like, as I said, this may be really hard. It may break your heart. Maybe you're gonna have to divorce somebody, whatever this is. You feel depressed, you're broken relationship, because I just feel like the situations that you've been in, these people weren't doing right by you or making you happy. So that's why you don't feel very optimistic. But the sadness that you've gone through, that will fade away. And funny enough, you're going to be able to see clearly, like I said up here, you're going to be able to see clearly and see how important, everything you've been through has helped you with this spiritual growth that you've got over here. So forgive yourself, take that time, and forgiving others. So then whatever happens in the future, you can embrace. These other people, they didn't have the same values. They there was imbalances, disharmony. But once again, I feel like it comes back to your self-love, you know, as well. And that's very important for all of us, because, you know, you've been through a lot of mental conflict and you've had to make decisions. And as I said, this is the same as this card. You had to move forward and you weren't. You haven't been. So you needed to make that decision to move forward and move away from, you know, love relationships that just weren't for you. All right, that's what I have for you, Leo. That's a long reading. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope it resonates. If it does, please don't forget to share, like, and subscribe, and I'll catch you with the next read. Thanks for watching. Bye.